Okay guys, so we've got our end piece put together now, and so it should be fairly straightforward to copy and paste this and add the longer tubes that we want to connect everything up. So we're just going to make sure that's saved, so Command S, and then we're going to open up another tab, okay, and this is going to be the final sort of item. So we're going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to make sure it's going in the correct place this time, and I'm going to try and remember to save it as well by giving it a proper name. So this is the assembled bench. Okay, so let's just name that like so. Go ahead and save it. If you don't save it, then you won't be able to start pulling those other parts in. So we've got our original connector, we've got our end made up from that original connector, and now we're going to get our bench made up from that end. So as we did before, we're going to open up our data panel, and you can see in here how it's all playing out. There's our connector, there's got a thumbnail because there's something there and it's saved. We've got our stool end, or sorry, bench end it's supposed to be, and that's saved, and there's a thumbnail. There's nothing here because we haven't put anything in the drawing yet. So we're going to take the stool end and yep, we are inserting that into our drawing, and there's the first one. So we're just going to go ahead and click OK. Now that's interesting. Those little items didn't disappear after all. I can't, maybe did I not turn them off? Oh, I did, but they've still come on. Okay, I thought it would not show those. Okay, so we're now going to draw one length of tube, and then we're going to copy and paste this to sit on the end of it. Okay, so the process here is going, I'll just shut that down. Process here is going to be just the same as before. What we could have done is so I'm going to click create sketch here, choose that surface, come in and press my rectangle tool, put my rectangle on there like that and press enter. Then I'm going to do O for offset, select that line, and remember we were coming in at minus 1.5, or in fact on this it's just going to be 1.5 without the minus, and click enter. And we then, if you remember, we just put a small radius on there of 0.5. And once we've done the first one, we click between those two sides, and then we zoom in until we can see those two sides, and we do a small one there, and then we come in and do between those two sides, and then press enter. Now obviously we can extrude that. What we could have done is we could have drawn a length of tube and then sort of used it for both of them and just changed the length, but you know, it's like lots of things, there's always more than one way of doing something. Now this one, oops, sorry, this one is going to be 900 long. Okay, 900 or 850. 900 is a pretty sort of common standard size, but let's just make that maybe a little bit shorter, 850. And remember down here we want to make this a new component, so we're going to click that and OK. All right, so now we are very close to done really. We've got all of the parts we need. So we want to copy our stool end and then paste another one. We can drag that this way. We can rotate it 180 degrees and then pull it back up. And then we can continue dragging it this way. Now you may find that it actually clicks into exactly the right place, which is there. Okay. Now I've moved it. It's not. It's no longer doing that because previously it was jumping to say the nearest however many millimeters. But now I've kind of upset that by zooming in and doing it. So we just do exactly the same as we did before. Click the item that you want to move, find the exact point you want it to move to on the other one, and push, click OK, and ooh, that's not good, is it? So is that because of me turning off those joints, I wonder? It could be. So let's go back to our first idea then of moving that. If we can, I'm going to delete that, get rid of it. I've just done something silly, obviously, so let's just paste that again. And this time, if we can get round that, if we can make life easier for ourselves just by clicking it into place, it's kind of jumping along by the right number of millimeters each step, and that happens to be in exactly the right place. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. Yes, I'm not too sure why that just did that. I've probably just done something really silly and not realised it. And then we need to copy this. So we're going to right click on our long side, copy that, and then we're going to do a paste. And again, you may find you can actually just slide this into place and click OK. You can paste and slide that down until it is in the right place. Sometimes helpful if you just have a look using your orbit tool and check if it is in the right place, because when you're looking in the home view, sort of 3D, it's not always quite where you think it is. So that's three sides, and then final leg is here. So I'm going to go all the way down to there and come across to here. Do I need to go up? No, I think that's more or less. Let's just have a look here. We're a little bit low, aren't we? Oh no, that's not sitting in the right place. So I'm going to cancel that, and let's just go back. What I might do is I might find this one that is directly above. Might be better if I copy that and paste that. Shouldn't really make a difference, I don't think, but it looks like it slightly is. Let's see what's happening there. Now that's jumping from just too high to just too low. Let's try our join again, see if we can make it work this time without causing a problem. So let's click our part there. Let's come over to where that's supposed to sit and click OK. Looks to be all good, doesn't it? Okay, so that then is our assembled frame. That's exactly how it would all fit together in a real life situation. Okay, what happens, of course, is that the corner joints, being made of plastic, are somewhat softer, and the tubes, being made of metal, are harder. And so the metal kind of cuts the plastic a little bit as things are being assembled. They normally you normally tap them together with like a wooden mallet or something like that. So there you are. Now you can see, as we sort of move around those different sides, how the object's going to look. And on the next one, final thing we're going to do is we're going to add our colour, and we're going to put a top on the bench as well. Okay, all done.